I love anything that I could both dance to and make love to. And this is
Right.
one of those jams.
It is time.
Philip, I'm pretty sure you're familiar with Chuck Mangione, correct?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Great flugelhorn player.
Yes, great flugelhorn player, and probably one of the most famous flugelhorn players, at least internationally, I guess you could say, with this song that we're going to be listening to, Feels So Good, released in 1977. And you might not know the title of the song, but you're going to recognize it when you hear it. In America, Feels So Good is one of the most popular instrumental songs of all time, and certainly the biggest flugelhorn hit. Been featured on shows over the years like King of the Hill, Simpsons, even South Park. In the movies, most recently, Feels So Good was a topic of discussion in the 2016 blockbuster Doctor Strange. That plays in the scene where the character is doing brain surgery, and they kind of talk about when it came out. One person said 1978, and Doctor Strange was like, 1977.
Yeah, and we were talking about that King of the Hill episode.
Yeah.
Did you see that episode? Do you know what we're talking about, Philip? It's a King of the Hill episode.
Yeah, I know the show, but I don't know if I saw the episode.
There's like literally an entire episode where it's like, I think it's like this haunted Kmart or like some big box store, and they keep trying to figure out who's haunting it, and it turns out that it's Chuck Mangione the whole time.
I mean, it's great. He's like a recurring character throughout the whole show.
Yeah.
Like they just keep bringing him back.
Yeah, I love it. I just remember this song because my brother he went to school, got his master's in music, ended up becoming a music education instructor, and he played the French horn. That was his main thing that he studied, and he was very much into Chuck Mangione and things like that. And I just remember listening to this when I was a kid. So we're going to check it out. Chuck Mangione, Feels So Good, here on Galaxy Jams Reacts. It's the short version. The album version is like 9.5 minutes. This is 3.5 minutes.
A magical bossa nova.
Hey.
Let's go. Oh my God, this is so good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Slap of the bass. Slap of the bass.
Love that bass line.
Ooh, it's a nice step down. Nice.
The guitar picks up the line. Very nice.
It's so tasteful, and that transition just happens so seamlessly.
Little stank there, like it.
Nice phaser on the guitar solo.
Yeah, not expecting a solo like this.
It's not too much either. It's just a little kiss.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I'm going to have to stop it there, but this warms the cockles of my heart. It's memories. Mike, what do you think?
I mean, I just absolutely love this. It feels like it's like a warm blanket. And it's like, I feel like it's really hitting the nostalgia so hard.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so many times in my life, I've heard this theme like in so many random different places. And it wasn't until right when the song started that I'm like, oh my God, I'm like putting it all together that this is what that is. And I love music like that, where it's like, it's one of those things that like you hear it all the time, but like you can't quite put your finger, at least for me, on like what it is until it's right in front of me.
Yeah. Adam, what about you?
I'm loving it. You know, it's one of those it's one of those tunes that you've heard and you've seen it around. And it's kind of been in my universe before, but now you're putting it right in front of my view. To me, this is the sound of like when I'm really stressed out and I dissociate, and this is what plays. This is what plays in my brain, or like Papa Xanax. Like this is that state of mind for me. I really love how deliberately played everything is, and how upfront all the instrumentals are. So like you can really hear the articulations, and I don't know, it like when you're hearing such talented musicians, like you want to hear like the hits, you want to hear like the small like imperfections of performance that you know it's a real instrument. This isn't a sample. This isn't like produced out of a computer. It's I don't know. It's scratching that itch for me.
Yeah, I love it.
What do you think, Philip? What does it make you think about?
You know, I love anything that I could both dance to and make love to.
Right.
And this is one of those jams, you know. It's so like, it's cool. It's like a high energy tune, but at the same time, if you listen closely, he's not playing loud. He's even up in the upper register. He's just like, he's playing really soft, and he's showing his control that he has as a masterful trumpet player.
Yeah, it is so breathy, you know, like it has so much room in it, even though he's like hitting those high notes. It's a really, really great point.
Yeah.
I just remember also when I was real young on this song that I always used to like just read the album notes and stare at this photo on the front of it. And the whole album's really good. I remember enjoying it. I remember how much I loved his hat. It's very, very
iconic.
cool. Very iconic. Just that one shot to me that's Chuck Mangione right there, just because of how it's imprinted in my soul. But yeah, I totally agree with you. The way that the horn line is kind of like just nice, and you're right. It has kind of that sweet sound to it. And I really love the actually long version of this song. They really go off for a while in this and kind of take it to a different place, and then come right back in with it. You know, that kind of nice formula that we always usually listen to with like the jam music we do on the show as well. And it's always just been a lot of fun for me. And every time I hear it, I'm happy as can be. So let's get right back into it. Chuck Mangione, Feels So Good.
Oh my God, it's so sweet.
Don't you feel like you can like see their performance faces in your brain while you're listening to it?
Oh yeah. They go into that part. It's great.
Yeah, this sounds like Wolfpack.
Yeah, it kind of does have those vibes. That'd be really cool to hear Volpec do this with a horn player. That'd be really cool.
Yeah, this song reminds me of like in a movie where it's like you see someone like screaming at another person, but that person's totally tuned them out and they're like in bliss. You know what I mean?
They're hearing this
and it's like exactly, it's like zooming in on their face, and like that's all they're hearing is like this.
That's what I mean. Like full on disassociation. You're just you're in your happy place.
You can't get to me. I got my Chuck Mangione.
But it is like, I mean, they completely distill that feeling down so beautifully. Like it's right in that pocket. Like couldn't have been named anything else.
You know, I have to do a bunch of media stuff for this event that's coming up for a client of ours at the agency, and everybody was talking about like, oh, what's my intro music going to be? What's this intro music going to be? I don't have intro music because I'm not going to be saying anything, but if I did, it would be the song.
Yeah.
And so the next time I do one of those things where I have to go up and speak to a bunch of people and they have intro music, this is gonna be my song.
Yeah, if I was like a UFC fighter and I'm coming out of the ring.
Could you imagine how confused the other guy would be?
Right. And like the crowd would just like start
The
like,
ultimate psych out.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Man.
All right.
Very
Philip, do you know
good.
off the top of your head what your intro music would be if you had a choice? Like we said, light interview questions.
Yeah.
I mean, without a doubt, without hesitation, it would be Curtis Mayfield, Pusher Man.
Oh, that is a good song.
That's a nice.
That is very, very nice.
Oh my God. Well,
Yeah.
Yes.
you know, when your wrestling career takes off, we know what's going to be coming out, what you're going to be coming out to.
That's right.
Hi, this is Mike with Galaxy Jams Reacts. We hope that you enjoyed that React video. Be sure to check out the links below of when we're going to be live streaming our next show and also how to watch full episodes. Please hit that subscribe button. Every single one helps.